Most people in your life are very negative. They like to focus on all the negative things in life. They like to really talk about other people, talk about even the bad things that are happening in their lives. You're going to have to stay away from those people because it's not going to be easy for you to change when you're still having those daily conversations with people who are not trying to be more positive and uplifting. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Amari Kalia and I'm here with another video. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about how your thoughts can create your reality, either in a good way or a bad way. Right now in my journey, I'm just learning so much about how changing your life is not about the outside things. It's not about, you know, external factors or like making one big change in your life. It's really about like your smaller habits, and then it's also about changing who you are, changing your mindset, and just focusing on becoming a better person. So before I get into the conversation, I wanted to give you guys two scriptures to write down or think about. I'm going to put them up on the screen. Y'all say hey to Marlo in the back. But alright, so the two verses, first one comes from Philippians. It is chapter 4 verse 8, and this is a popular verse. So it says, "And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise." I love this verse. And then Proverbs chapter 10 verse 28 says, "The hopes of a godly result in happiness, but the expectations of the wicked come to nothing." So basically the main objective of this video is just about how the average person focuses so much on negative things and like all the bad things that are happening in life, and it's easier for us to do that rather than focusing on the good things, the positive things, you know, changing your vision, your purpose. And don't get me wrong, I understand life is hard. There are so many things that come our way on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, however you want to look at it. But I also believe that when you believe in God, you really have a true relationship with Him. You have a way of reframing the way you look at things. At least that's just have been my experience. So for me, when things happen in my life, you know, it's hard for me to just stay in that situation and to really let that bother me and take over like my mind. So for me, I do my best to reframe how I look at things and figure out what I can learn from it, figure out how I can turn the negative to a positive. I look at every challenge or mistake as a lesson and an opportunity for growth and to learn. So it's very rare you really find people that think that way, and I think that we need to there needs to be more education into or awareness into how our thoughts control our reality. So I'm going to break this down a little bit. First I'm going to talk about thoughts, then I'm going to talk about words, what you say, and then I'm going to go into actions. When it comes to your thoughts, what do you think about? You know, what are you worried about? What are you fearful of? What are you doubtful of? What controls your mind? You know, when something is presented to you, do you automatically have like a pessimistic mindset to where you think of the negatives of it, or do you try to figure out how you can think of a positive situation? Now, a lot of people have something to say about the whole like fake positive thing, or, you know, being overly positive. I'm not really with that. My thing is, if you are wanting to change your life and you are wanting to really become the person that you want to be, you're going to take control of your thoughts. You're going to take control of what you talk about and what you do on a daily basis. So when it comes to your thoughts, you want to try your best to really think about positive things. So like the scripture says, fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable. The thing about your thoughts, your actions, and your words, what you water grows. So if you only think about negative things, you are attracting and, I guess, manifesting negative situations, negative circumstances, negative people. You're creating that reality for yourself if all you could think about is negative things. You know, what if this happens, or what if that happens, you know, and you're never trying to figure out like, okay, what is something good that I could focus on for this day? Like, obviously there's always going to be some type of trial, some type of challenge that happens in your life, but it's up to you how you take on that challenge and how you think about it. So when you are trying to change your life, you know, whether that's you want to start working in your career, you want more money, you want to be financially stable, you want to be able to provide for yourself and your family, you want to move, you want to travel more, like whatever it is that you want to change and do more of in your life or become better at, you have to start with changing your thoughts and how you think about it. So for me, I would say write down your vision, whatever that is, in any capacity. Write down your vision. And me personally, I'm writing it down every single day. Like that's something that I just started within the past 2 weeks. Every morning I write down like my top 3 goals. And for me, it just helps reframe like my mind first thing in the morning. It helps me focus on like what is my intention for the day, what type of things do I want to think about during the day. So that way when I'm going to the gym, when I'm going to work, when I'm going just out throughout my day, I'm always thinking about those things that motivate me and push me to keep going no matter what comes my way. So that's one thing you can do. Write your vision. Another thing, write down a gratitude list and write down the things that you are grateful for. Because when you focus on the things that you have, you appreciate it more, and it helps you to really be grounded and to be more at peace and content with your life versus somebody who hates what they have, who isn't appreciative of what they have, and they see everything in their light or in their eyes as something negative. So for example, like you don't have the car that you want, but at least you have a car. At least you can get to work and back every day. At least you can pick your kids up from school. At least you can go buy groceries or go, you know, go to the park or whatever whenever you want to. But if you looked at your car as such a negative thing and you have such a negative mindset towards it, you might as well not have it. And it's just creating that negative energy, and that's what we want to stay away from. So write a gratitude list, and it helps you just when you look at things around your home, or because a gratitude list is just not about the big things. So car, apartment, it's literally the small things, your bed, a toilet, a sink, refrigerator. Like it's all those little things that we take for granted and we don't realize how much we need them until they gone. Literally, like when your air goes out, or when your refrigerator stops working, or your toilet stops working, you realize like, dang, these things actually make my life better. So focus on those things and focus on like what you have, and then that's when you can start thinking about more when it comes to like what you want in life and what you want to work towards. So those are like 2 ways to really focus on your thoughts. And then whenever you have like doubts or fears, or you're worried about stuff, write those things down too. That's why I'm always advocating for you to journal, because it is so healthy to really be aware of those thoughts that you're having, because those are real thoughts. Like even when you are living a life for your dreams, you're still going to have fears and doubts about things. So write those things down and figure out why you're having those second thoughts, or those, you know, why are you scared of this thing, you know what? And because fear keeps you from doing the things that you want to do. If you're scared that, you know, something might happen, like, or you're scared that, oh, something won't turn out good, you won't do it. So always be aware of your fears and what keeps you from doing the things that you want to do when it comes to your thoughts, because when you're aware, you can act on it and you can fight against it. So focus on your thoughts by really understanding what you want in life, who you want to be in life, and learning how to reframe what you think about to positive things. So focus on all the good things that you have, all the things that you have. Focus on that. Focus on your purpose and your vision for your life, and then become aware of what your doubts and fears are. Write them down, journal about it, and fight against it. The second thing is focus on your words. We're going to talk about words, your conversations, gossiping, you know, speaking down on yourself and on other people. So like I said, whatever you water grows. If you're always talking about negative things, that's the type of energy that you're going to attract. Those are the type of conversations that you're going to find yourself in all the time. And what you don't understand about those conversations is, 1, it's a waste of your time. 2, when you're talking about others or all of the things that are going on in life, You're never taking accountability for yourself. Talking about things that have nothing to do with you is basically just a way of deflecting and not taking accountability for who you are and what you have done in your life and what you need to change to better your own journey. So there's one thing. And then also for those people who are always saying like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. What we speak has so much power. I wish everybody understand that. So even like on so many levels, I have really like stopped saying some of the most basic things because I realized that when I'm saying it, when I'm speaking it, I'm basically just creating that reality for myself. And I know all of this probably sounds crazy to some people, but this is just reality. This is the truth. And if you really pay attention to what you say and what you think about, you're gonna be like, dang, like I am like really being such a negative person. Like I am operating in this energy as if I can't make changes, I can't do better. That's why they say practice positive affirmations. Say things like, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am powerful, I am successful. Because when you say those things, you're bringing it to light and you're feeling it. You take ownership of who you are and who you want to be, and it helps you to really stay motivated and consistent and disciplined and empowered to do those things that you want to do to better yourself in your life. So focus on your conversations, what you water grows. So if you're only talking about negative things, that is all you're ever going to talk about, and that is the type of energy that you're going to be in all the time, and it's blocking you from really being at your higher self, being the best version of yourself that you can be. So when it comes to your words, before you say something negative, like let's say you're at home and you're just doing your own thing, you by yourself, whatever. Or even if you carry a journal around with you. I like to carry a journal around with me now because I'm always having ideas. So I like to write down everything. So let's say for instance you're at home, whatever, and you say something negative, or you're about to say like you can't do something. Before you say that, or even when you say it, write it down and say the opposite thing of that statement. So if you say, I can't wash these dishes, I want you to write down and say, I can wash these dishes. And there is so much power in just reframing your words and changing up your words and just saying the opposite and saying the positive side to that. It's going to really change I don't know, it seems like for me it rewires my brain. Like I literally just stopped saying like ICANT. Like I just stopped saying that, because when I say that, I'm actually like operating in that energy, and I actually won't do whatever it is I'm saying that I CANT do. So that's very important. Stop. If I could say stop saying anything, the number one thing, stop saying I can't. Like stop saying that, because when you say it, you're actually telling yourself that you cannot do it when you can. So do a lot of, like, this journey is not easy. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you literally write down everything and you start to really write down your thoughts, write down your words, write down everything that you feel and think and say, like, you will really become more aware and conscious of what you really think about and what you really talk about. And you'll want to change all of that. So another thing when it comes to words, like, don't engage in conversations that are not uplifting and empowering, even if that means you have to like limit how much you talk to other people, because most people in your life are very negative. They like to focus on all the negative things in life. They like to really talk about other people, talk about even the bad things that are happening in their lives. You're going to have to stay away from those people, because it's not going to be easy for you to change when you're still having those daily conversations with people who are not trying to be more positive and uplifting. And I know how hard that is personally. Trust me, I know. But when you are really serious about creating a better reality for yourself and changing your life, you have to do what's best for you. So for me, I limit how much I talk to everybody. Like, I don't talk to people on a daily basis anymore. It's every now and then, once or twice a week, and that is it, because I don't like to bring that negative energy in my life. I don't want to talk about all of the things that are going wrong. That is just not me. So watch what you say, watch what you talk about, watch what type of conversations you engage in, and focus on having more conversations that are uplifting, that are positive, that are about making changes, new ideas, business ideas, financial ideas, you know, wanting to become more stable or wanting to create another stream of income, focus on conversations that are about that, because those are the only things that will really help you to grow and to become the person that you want to be and change your reality. And then last thing, your actions. So when you are making changes in your life, not only do you need to change your thoughts, but you have to change your actions, or as I like to say, change your habits. All of these things will take time, but what I realize is they all will happen like on top of each other. Like they're all gonna, what's the word I'm trying to say? It all collides. So when it comes to your actions, what are you engaging in? Are these activities and behaviors helping you to reach your goal? You know, if your goal is to save X amount of dollars every week or every month or whatever, you can't do that if you're going out to eat every day or every weekend or every other day. Like, you're not doing things that are aligning with who you want to be. Netflix. Are you watching Netflix all day, every day? Or are you watching Netflix as soon as you get off work when you know that there's this task that you can do that'll help you to reach your goals? So you got to pay attention to what your actions are and what you are doing on a daily basis. That's the thing, we don't understand that it's even the little things that matter the most. So first, it starts with your thoughts. What do you think about? If you're thinking about the Shade Room and this Netflix show, and you know, you're thinking about all these things that you know you don't need to do, and then that turns into your conversations. You call somebody like, girl, did you watch this show? Oh boy, did you da-da-da-da? Like, did you go here last night? Like, okay, so that's your conversations. That's what you're talking about. And then your actions. So that's what you're doing. You're going home, going straight to that Netflix show or that Hulu show, whatever. And then also that weekend, you going to the clubs. You went and spent so-and-so dollars on an outfit, and then you went to the club. Like, it all coexists. It all matters. It all reflects one another. So here is kind of my outline for the ideal person who wants to change. You change your thoughts by reading uplifting, positive things. You are practicing affirmations. You are reading books to educate yourself. You are watching, you're only listening and watching things that are kind of changing your mind, your perspective on things. Basically, you're educating yourself. So there goes your thoughts. Your words. You're only talking about these things that you are learning. You know, as you're learning, you wanted to share it with other people. You know, you're asking people more questions about their goals, their dreams, and you are indulging in conversations that are all about positivity. Negative things are going to happen in life. I'm not trying to knock that, but at the same time, we can focus on those positive things so there won't be as much negative things, because all of those things we can't control. Any challenges that come your way, you can't control them. You just have to know how to react to them. So there's that. You are focused on conversations that are about growth, about new ideas, about new opportunities, trying new things, and then your actions are going to reflect that as well. So the actions that you are doing are, you know, you're writing that book, you're recording that YouTube video, you're starting that business, you are eating healthier, you're working out, you're doing the actions that you know will help you to become that person that you actually want to be. But at the same time, you're already being that person. Like, if you are doing those actions, you are already that person. You are creating that reality for yourself. So I hope you guys can take something from this video. And, you know, if you guys have any questions ever, just comment. I love talking about, you know, changing your mind and just changing your habits to become the person that you want to be. That is what I'm doing right now in my life. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.